you, Jorge. Maya, on the theme of the importance of language, Intercambio just released its new English curriculum in August. As you mentioned, 670 community groups nationwide already using your curriculum, and the goal to increase the program to reach 2,000 community partners over the next 2 years. What makes the Intercambio program more than just teaching English? And what are the ripple effects that you see from projects such as this new English curriculum?
So, at its core, Intercambio, it's really more than just English, teaching and learning English. Our mission is to create confidence, build cultural awareness, inspire confidence. And so it's when the desire of a volunteer meets the need of a student, it really opens the door to share culture, to share friendships, and that's what Intercambio is all about. For our students, they find support, they build confidence, they form friendships, and of course, they improve their language skills. But it's much more than that. For our volunteers, for our volunteer teachers, for example, they build empathy, cultural awareness, and friends along the way. And so that's why our new curriculum, it's called Confidence and Connections, because it's much more than just learning the grammar aspects, the vocabulary. It's really about creating that confidence to step out and meet someone new that perhaps it wouldn't happen otherwise. And so the ripple effect that we're seeing through our program is we're seeing higher graduation rate for the children of our participants because they are able to engage and be part of their education, and they also serve as a role model for the kids to continue in school, to do good, to continue learning, to continue growing and being part of the community. They have access to better jobs and therefore better income for their family. And so it really creates a cycle that comes back not only to family sustainability, but to our community really benefits from all these immigrants learning English because they're sharing their expertise, they're sharing their experiences, and that is what makes us who we are. A great community that is a mix of different experiences and cultures and ways of thinking and seeing things in a different way. And so that's why our mission is not only to teach and learn English, but it's really to create those meaningful connections that go beyond the classroom, that really takes a volunteer teacher going to a quinceañera for the first time, to having a student going to a Mar Mitzvah for the first time, or whatever it is, you know. So, and that's what we would want to see nationwide, and that's why we are partnering. We hope that you join us so we can continue spreading the word out and tackling those barriers that they're not necessary.
Thank you, Maya. We want to devote time now for calls to action. I would ask the audience again, and we certainly do care about your questions, to jot your questions down, because there will be ample time to connect with all of these people at their tables after the session.
I want to say something about Casa de Paz, since Sarah is...
Well, we're about to get to that, sir, right now.
All right.
We'd like to invite Penny Bennett up now. As we get to the call to action section of the program here. And while Penny's making her way up, so you know, Casa de Paz is a hospitality home located near the Immigrant Detention Center in Denver. They provide post-release support for men and women released from detention, as well as hospitalities for families of loved ones who are still detained. Their mission is to reunite families separated by immigrant detention, one simple act of love at a time. So, Penny, if you could share calls to action with us.
Hello, everyone. Sarah's very sorry that she was unable to be here. I have to confess that I am very new to the idea of Casa de Paz. I have every intention of becoming a volunteer there. But just so you know, this is a place where they offer resources and support as people are leaving what has to have been a very, very difficult situation. We heard earlier about the GEO Group Detention Center in Aurora. That's where Casa de Paz is working. They have volunteers who go in and visit. After special training, they're allowed to visit for short periods. They are often, every day, actually not often, every day, waiting to pick up any of the detainees who have been released. Sometimes this is release, that means they can seek out their families, etc. Well, at Casa de Paz, that is the place where they may go and get a meal, to spend the night, to get other resources, all provided by volunteers. Sometimes they stay one night, and sometimes they stay much longer than that. Sometimes they don't have families to go to. So essentially, the way this works is they need everything. They need volunteers to pick up the detainees. They need, or the releasees, I should say. They need people to cook, people to clean, people to help them keep the place available with food, with beds, with linens, etc. So I encourage you to get in touch with Sarah. I have a little bit of more material that will be at the table afterwards.
So having visited the website, it's very user-friendly, and there is volunteer training available that you'll be immediately connected to with Casa de Paz. So thank you. And I think we're going to ask Jorge now.
Well, as you see, I think our action to call to action is pretty much really identifying and creating systems that will support the mental well-being of immigrants in our community. And I think one of the first steps that we need to do is really understanding that, I will put it this way, we have to decolonize our mental health system. Why? Because the system doesn't work, the immigration system doesn't work. Mental health system doesn't work for immigrants either. So we need systems with bilingual, bicultural therapists to start. We have to break the systematic racist barriers that exist already in the organizations that they provide. They do a great job, but still a lot of systematic racism is already. And immigrants, especially Latinx immigrants, they won't go. And we have to simplify the access for our community. We cannot ask them to come for an appointment for mental health support and fill out a thick bunch of papers requiring identification and everything. It has to be the simplest way to really have access to mental health. Why? Because by providing that piece of paper before even talking to an individual, you're already pushing them away. So, and really supporting those families, so those families can actually support their children. And as a community come together and really understanding that if you want to become an ally for our Latinx community, ask how. But don't name yourself as an ally yet. Because, like I say, I'm from Mexico. I'm an immigrant. I consider myself part of the community. But guess what? I haven't suffered all those issues that those community members suffer right now. So I don't have a say on that. So that's why our promotora model really works. And the therapists that right now they're actually supporting our community, they understand because they're bilingual, bicultural, and they come with a different perspective, a different system. The services that we provide in our organization, we don't ask for any piece of paper. We're here to help them. And that's what we need to create. So how do we create something in our community that will really provide support for the most vulnerable? In this case, unfortunately, is the undocumented immigrants in our community. And we can provide more information at our table, but definitely, working around that. Thanks.
All right. So I have 3 very simple call to action for you guys. The first one is not listed there, but we are always open to donations. Right now, we are working to provide childcare for our Lafayette classes. We do offer childcare here in Boulder and in our Longmont facility. Over 40 families benefit from that program in Boulder, and it's what brings them back to classes, so there are no excuses. However, if money is not something that you can contribute with, we're always in need of volunteers, so we invite you to attend a volunteer info session. It doesn't commit you to volunteer, it's just an opportunity for you to learn about our program and what it takes. You don't need to speak any other language other than English, and you don't need to have teaching experience, okay? We offer 2 sessions per month, and they're listed at intercambio.org/volunteer. And the second call to action, the third one would be, we have a one-time volunteer opportunity called Conversation Team Event, in which you will come for just 1 hour, and it's sort of a speed dating kind of thing, because you're paired with a student, and then you get to talk with him or her for 10 minutes. You get to know about him, he gets to know about you, and then you switch. You get the opportunity to meet someone new. This is a terrific opportunity, not just for you, but for our students. They increase their confidence, they get a chance to talk to someone aside from their group, from their peers, and it's only 1 hour. So if you're interested, please visit our website, intercambio.org, or find me at the table, and I'll be happy to give you more details. Thank you.
Thank you again. Please visit these organizations' tables after these sessions, and please join me in thanking our panelists again this evening.